Good afternoon. For my Masters of Educational Leadership class 513, my assignment for the video discussion board was to define validity and reliability in my own words and explain why they are important in quantitative research. I also have to talk about how can you or myself as a researcher ensure that findings are valid and reliable. Well, validity and reliability are essential characteristics of quantitative research. Researchers have an ethical obligation to engage in practices that are focused on assessing and ensuring that the data results are analyzed, their conclusions and inferences are drawn from analysis, and they can be both valid and reliable. Now, given the definition of validity. Validity is defined as the extent to which a concept is accurately measured in a quantitative study. It also relates to the extent to which results really measure what they're supposed to measure. Now, validity is harder to assess than reliability, but it is even more important. For an example of validity, I can say if you were going to give a valid assessment to your students, you would like to make sure that the information is correct, as well as correct that they're going to receive successful results. Now, reliability refers to how consistently a method measures something. If the same result can be consistently achieved by using the same methods under the same circumstances, the measurement is considered to be reliable. For example, let me give an example of reliability. You can measure the temperature of a liquid. You can measure it several times under the identical conditions. Now, when the thermometer displays the same temperature every time, we can say that those results are reliable. Now, in a test for reliability, the test needs to be reliable and to produce accurate scores. So, you'll need to make sure that the scores from a test reflect the learner's actual ability. In quantitative research, reliability and validity are important when you're creating your research design, planning the methods, and even writing up your results. Not doing so can lead to several types of research bias and seriously affect your work. Now, when assuring validity and reliability in research, you have to make sure that it depends on what proper methods you're choosing, what samples you're choosing, and how are you going to conduct this research carefully and consistently. Now, as a researcher, which would be myself, it is a vital question in my content to make sure that my questions do align with my research. Kind of like what I'm having a little difficulty with now because I'm doing my survey, but I have to make sure that my questions align up with my research so I can get the results that I want. I'm going to make sure that I try to avoid biases and not lead my participants by not giving them the true intent of the questions. But lastly, I also want to make sure that my research is valid and it's reliable. Now, my sample size and my type should be adequate, and my responses should answer the questions in my anticipated research. We can say that validity and reliability are two critical concepts in quantitative analysis, and they have to ensure accuracy and consistency so that my research results can be successful. Making sure that I ensure validity and reliability is crucial when conducting high quality research, as it increases confidence in the findings and the conclusions drawn from the data. Thank you so much.